Okay, we're recording. Hey guys, I'm super excited about this. Jenny and I chatted about doing it. We have so many new stylists on our team, and we've done this before, and it's just is so beneficial to gather everyone together and kind of give you guys like kind of the cliff notes of what the who, what, where, when, why of being a new stylist. So that's what this call is about. At the beginning of every call, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be like, what the agenda is going to be. Then I'm going to run through it, and then we'll do Q&A at the end. So jot down any questions that you have while I'm chatting, and we'll do Q&A at the end. So tonight is going to be kind of like an overview, like a broad spectrum Stella and Dot kind of intro. We're going to talk about our why you're doing Stella and Dot, why you're here. We're going to talk about Jumpstart, like what the heck is Jumpstart? Why does everyone keep talking about it? What do I need to do? We're going to talk about goal setting, and I'm going to show you guys Stellaverse, explain to you how to use Stellaverse, how that's going to help you out, and then we're going to end with some Q&A time. So I did jot down a bunch of notes here, so don't think that I'm, looking off to text or something. I'm going to be referencing my notes because I want to make sure I get all this in and really respect your time. I really want this to be like a 35-minute call. So, if you guys want to stick around and answer questions and ask questions, I'm fine with that. But I just want to respect your time. I know everyone's had long days. So, okay, so we talk a lot about Stella and Dot. Give me a wave if you've heard, like, with Stella and Dot, like finding your why, like talking about finding your why. Okay, it's really important, and it's interesting to me because I've never worked in a company or with a group of women that are so intentional about really building a community. And if you've listened to Jessica Heron at all, you'll realize that she has a huge mission for women being able to be flexible entrepreneurs and to build their business around their busy life. And so I think in order to tap into that, you really have to be very aware of why you signed up to be a Stella and Dot stylist. I'll share my why with you because my why has changed. And you will find that if you're a Stella and Dot stylist for any length of time, probably your why is going to change. So when I first signed up with Stella and Dot, many of you guys know I have 4 children. When I signed up with Stella and Dot, I had a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, twin 2-year-olds, and a 1-year-old. So I had a lot of kids in a short amount of time. And so my why, honestly, was just to get out of the house and have some me time. That was my why. It was what I wanted to do. It was very simple. I did not start with a huge plan to grow a team. I loved the product, and I loved the fact that I was going to get out of the house and have an excuse for the husband to have to do bedtime and me to get out of it. That was my why. So my why wasn't really a why. It was more of a what. Like, what did I want to do? I wanted to get out of the house. I wanted some free jewelry. Sounded like a plan. As I started to build in my Jumpstart and really started to love the trunk show and love the product, I started to really tap into the mission of Stella and Dot. About 3 months after I came a stylist in October, and in December, my husband lost his job. So family of 6 and no income. So my why quickly became very real to me, which was we have a home and I'm going to need to pay that mortgage because we didn't know, he was not prepared at all to lose his job. And he had no warning, so he didn't have any resumes out there. So very quickly, I became the sole breadwinner. Thankfully, we had a nice savings account that we were able to tap into. But I really decided that I had had a taste of what Stella and Dot was like, and I knew that I loved the product. I stood behind it. I thought it was fantastic. I truly believe that every woman needed to have Stella and Dot in their wardrobe. I seriously thought that it was way cheaper to buy a $59 necklace when you hate everything in your closet rather than throw your entire closet away and get a new wardrobe, because suddenly that little black shirt that you've never worn before from Old Navy looked super cute and expensive when you put one of our gorgeous necklaces on it. So I was a big believer in that. And so I stepped up my business, and it really became a why for our family. But through that, when I really dug my heels in and I really started to really participate in the business and participate in the community of Stella and Dot and get involved with other leaders and really reach out to people and start to get to know people, I started to form these friendships. And now it has become, my very best friend is Sarah Chauvin, who is our upline. And I did not know her before I started Stella and Dot. And we speak every day, several times a day. We went shopping together today. It's rare if I don't see her every single day. And she's a huge part of my life now. So my why has definitely changed. I think at the first, it was a what. What do I want? I wanted, some money. I wanted free jewelry. And then I really had to dig deep and figure out why. Why do I want to do this? What does it mean to me? What does it bring to my life? Does it bring me joy? Does it bring me happiness? Does it fill my cup? I tell my husband all the time, the second, and I 100% believe this, I think it's so important if you guys are on our team to know this, the second Stella and Dot stops becoming fun to me, I am quitting. Like, write it down, signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't have time for things in my life that aren't fun. And I love Stella and Dot so much, and I believe so much in the mission that it is fun for me. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun. So that is my broader why. So first I joined for a what, then I turned into a why. And let me tell you something. If I ask you what your why is and you tell me that you want some free jewelry or that you want to get out of the house, just like I did, that is a what. And it is a very short-term goal. It's a very, very short-term goal. But what keeps me in the business is my why. So not my what, not what I want out of my business, but why I'm doing this business. And now why I'm doing this business is A, because it fills my cup with relationships, but B, because it's a significant source of income for my family. So both of those things are my why. So I want to encourage you guys as you start to really dig into your Stella and Dot business for you to really figure out, and it's okay to maybe not know your why yet. I didn't know it at first. I didn't know what I was capable of. And I didn't know that I loved getting kudos so much. I didn't know that I loved that. I didn't know that I was missing that in my life. I didn't know I wanted somebody to say, good job. You're actually good at something. You're using your brain. You're capable of doing more than change diapers. I mean, I needed that and I didn't even know I wanted that. So I want you to keep that very much in the forefront of your mind, because when you have a why and it's extremely clear, and you have a goal that you are aiming for, or you have a mission that you are working towards, it makes all of this riffraff in the business that can get very frustrating, it can make it roll off your back. It can make you realize that the work is worth it, and that it is, in the end, it is something that you can feel proud about and you can feel accomplished. I'm going to move my leg because my one leg is falling asleep. So I'm going to adjust for a second. So just pardon me while I adjust. Okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about was our why, and why it's important to be connected with that and to understand that that whole concept. And so I want to really, really encourage you to think about that. I'm going to show you where you can write your why down and where you can track that and change it if it needs to change, which it probably will. All right. And so let me tell you a couple of my favorite aspects about Stella and Dot. Some of my favorite 100% things that I love about Stella and Dot. One of them is that this is truly my business, my way. I don't have a boss. Your upline is not your boss. If you are on my first line and you're on this call, I am not your boss. And I am here to support you and to encourage you, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I loved that. I loved being able to work and have the help and the support that I needed, but know that nobody was ever going to force me to do anything. And I think that's important when you're talking about sponsoring to people and just talking about the community of Stella and Dot. So I love that. I love that it is truly a meritocracy, which means that if you want to make money, you got to work. If you want to, that it is exactly equivalent. The amount of work that you put in is equivalent to the amount of the paycheck that you want. So you want to be making $1,000 a month? Awesome. I can help you tell you how you can make $1,000 a month. You want to make $500 a month? Perfect. You can make $500 a month. So you get to choose how much you work and how much you make. That was very freeing to me. That didn't feel like an obligation. That didn't feel like a burden. That actually felt very free to me. Also, I loved about Stella and Dot that I did not have to wait for a pay increase. I didn't have to wait for, I can promote above my upline. Does that make sense? So I don't have to wait for my upline to be a star before I can be a star. I can actually promote above her. So there was no glass ceiling. There was no stopping what I was capable of doing. The only thing that was going to get in my way was me and my decisions. And so I love that. I like that I could work it around my life. Like I said, I have 4 kids. I have a busy schedule. I ran all day today. I was reading Harry Potter to my 8-year-old upstairs. I was like, tell me when it's, 7:40 because I got to get prepared for my call. And so I love that I can juggle this around my very, very busy life. And I love that I have been able to, again, meet some incredibly smart, wise, funny, hilarious, passion-driven women, and that my life is richer because of that. So I want to tell you 2 things that I really think are the difference maker in people that stick around Stella and Dot and people that don't stick around. So what is it that keeps people sticking around? I think 2 words describe those people. In my years of doing Stella and Dot, I'm coming up on my Stellaversary in October, that 2 words that describe them. 1, they are enthusiastic. Okay. I said this at our training last week when we did the meetup with Tish. People are going to book trunk shows with you because they like you. People are going to want to talk to you about Stella Dot because you're enthusiastic about it. Nobody wants to be like, hey, do you want to do a trunk show with me? Like, maybe, do you want to do a trunk show? Like, no, that sounds terrible. I don't want to do a trunk show with you. No, like, are you sure that you even like this business? I'm not really sure. Like, you seem like scared about it. So first of all, people that are enthusiastic. I tell people all the time, if you're at your jumpstart and you are not talking about it, something's wrong. Would you birth a baby and not talk about it? No, you would not. Like, you would not talk about it. That would be weird. Like, people would say, that's strange, Callie. If you had a baby, you're not even talking about it. Not that I'm saying that Stella and Dot's like birthing a baby, but in a way it was. I was so excited about my new adventure. And I didn't want people to be confused of whether or not I was doing Stella and Dot or whether or not I was all in. So I never, ever got worried about what people thought about me on Facebook. You know why? They could unfriend me. I was not concerned about that. I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry about if people got offended if they commented on my necklace and I told them where they could get it from, or I whipped out my iPhone and I was like, we can order it for you right here. I didn't worry about that because I didn't feel like I was selling them something that I wouldn't buy myself. I recommend stuff to people all the time. I just got on this Stitch Fix group. It's like a Stitch Fix like knockoff group on Facebook. All people do is tell you their outfits and where they buy them from. And then you go shop and buy them. And I'm like, this is no different than Stella and Dot. Like, I would do this anyways. So I don't feel bad about that. And I was never going to apologize for it. So 1, people are enthusiastic. And 2, the number 2 trait of stylists that stick around are those that are resilient, which means that you don't take a no and let it affect your entire day. You check that off in your 100 no tracker and you keep going. So you fall down 7 times and you get up 8. You fall down 10 times and you got to get up 11. And when I say fall down, remember, you're the one setting your own goals. So no one's telling you that you have to fall down 10 times. Just saying that you believe enough in what you're doing and you believe enough in the process and you trust the process that you continue to work the business even when times get tough. And those of you that are in your jumpstart, I'm telling you right now, you joined during the cream of the crop time. We say this all the time, but close to 75% of our business that we do all year is done in October, November, and December. So you are about, like, I joined in October, and I mean, I promoted to star in October, and by December, January, February, like really, really quickly, because I had awesome sales and I thought, this is dumb. If I have this many sales, I need to bring some friends along so I can promote. So you got the cream of the crop time, and it's going to be a little bit easier to book trunk shows during this time because it's holiday season. And so you had that. So the proof is going to be in the pudding come January, come February, where sales are a little bit slower. The difference in the stylists that stick around are the ones that continue to be resilient no matter the circumstances. And I will tell you, having been in this business almost 4 years, it's so worth it. It is so, so worth it. I have months where I have like literally been goose egg at the 20th of the month and have had to be totally scrappy and sell some jewelry so that I could get my commissions on my team. So I've been there. And I think the greatest thing about our community is that if you are somewhere, you're not alone. If you are in you're frustrated, if you are confused, if you are feeling like your business isn't where you want it, you've got someone that can relate to you. So those two things, someone that's enthusiastic and someone that's resilient. Okay, let's talk about your jumpstart. So that's kind of like why Stella and Dot, why I love it, my why, all that kind of lumped in. Now we're going to talk about your jumpstart and why your jumpstart's important. What is your jumpstart? Your jumpstart is, let me just kind of break this down in a very simplistic way. It is Stella and Dot's way to throw a crap ton of jewelry at you for free and reward you for starting your business strong in your first 60 days. That's what your jumpstart is. Just bottom line, it is it's a program designed for brand new stylists to beef up their display. And my opinion has always been, yes, you want it all, right? If you're a new stylist, you had a really hard time picking out your trunk show display because you wanted all of it, right? My philosophy is stick with what you've got in your jumpstart, in your sign-up package, that if you got the $1,000 package or you got the $350 package, stick with that. Book your trunk shows on that, and then go out and earn that jewelry for free. Don't go put your commission check back into your jewelry display. I've heard stylists before that say, oh, I quit Stella & Dot because I spent all my money on the jewelry. Don't do that. That's a terrible business model. That is why Jessica Heron has built this. That's why she built your Jumpstart, for you to go out and earn that jewelry for free. It doesn't make any sense to be putting all your money back into your display. The best way to do it is to go and knock the socks off of your Jumpstart. Book as many trunk shows as you can. Remember, it would be weird if you birthed a baby and didn't talk about it. This is your time to ask everybody, approach everybody, and be enthusiastic about it, because that Jumpstart is your time to get free jewelry. So you need to do as much as you can in your first 60 days. So this is what you would do. If I were a brand new stylist, this is exactly what I would do. I would get out my calendar. I would get out my calendar and I would look at my calendar and I would mark out 60 days. And I would say, okay, my 60 days is over, October 20th. I would sit down with my husband or my boyfriend or my kids' schedules or my traveling schedule for work or whatever it is. And I would look at my calendar and I would say, okay, my goal in my Jumpstart, they say you want to book 4 trunk shows. I said I'm going to double that plus. I wanted to book 10. That was my goal in my Jumpstart, to book 10 trunk shows. So I looked at my calendar and I said, I'm going to find 10 dates right now in the next 60 days, right? That's every 6 days I'm doing a trunk show. It's really not that much. 1 a week. 1 trunk show a week. It's not that many. So I'm going to highlight those days. And when I'm booking trunk shows, I'm going to offer people those dates. I'm not going to offer them a trunk show outside of my Jumpstart. I want to do it in my Jumpstart. And guess what? At the beginning of my Jumpstart, I'm totally fine with asking for favors. Because guess what? That person's going to get a ton of free jewelry for hosting for me. So I feel like a Jumpstart is a time where you can call up your friends and be like, hey, I know you love me. You're my cousin. You're going to host this trunk show for me. Kay, you're going to love it. You're going to get a ton for free. Thanks for doing me this favor. And also, can you invite a bunch of people that I don't know? Because I want to meet your friends. Because my goal is outside of my Jumpstart to not be booking with friends and family. Okay? Because booking with friends and family means that you have a hobby. We want to run a business. So business is made when you're booking with strangers. So when you're booking those trunk shows in your Jumpstart, you're asking your hostesses, who are probably your good friends, invite people that I don't know, right? That's how you're going to build your network, okay? So that's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to book up your Jumpstart. And you are going to, how are you going to do that? I'm going to show you how you are going to track what you're earning and what you're doing in your Jumpstart. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys my screen so that y'all can see. I'm actually not looking at you right now. I'm signing into my account. Okay, let me share my screen with you guys because I'm going to show you how to track your Jumpstart. Have you guys been looking at your Jumpstart tracker? Do you know where this is? Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, can you guys see this? Got it? Okay. So here's the home page, okay? This is where you're going to go look at your Jumpstart. You're going to go to reports right here, and you're going to go to my Jumpstart. Okay, this is going to show you, I believe it's going to show you what my Jumpstart is. So yours is going to look totally different. Mine was years ago. So, but you can kind of see in a second when this decides that it's going to pull up. Okay. Do you see this right here? my husband was super excited about my Stella Dot business once I started to make money on it, and he logged it. So kind of a funny fact about Chris Smith. He actually, when I'm at a trunk show, he logs in, like my automatic login on my, you probably do too on your home computer, it just logs in. He tracks my trunk shows. So he will be texting me during the trunk show like, dude, that was a great order. So he always knows when I come home what my trunk shows are. So that's kind of fun. But he logged in one night and he changed this right here to take my hot husband on a vacation, which is so funny because I actually earned the trip to the Dominican. And I took him on a vacation, and then I just earned the trip to Costa Rica. So I'm taking him on another vacation. And secretly, the kids don't know, they're upstairs asleep, but my huge goal at Director's Retreat in January was that I was going to pay for our family trip to Disney, and we are going in November, and I'm paying for everything. So this will be his third vacation, so he needs to back up. That's what I say. So I could probably edit this a little bit. Okay, so this right here is going to tell you what you are earning in your Jumpstart, right? This is not per month. Remember your trunk show, your monthly earnings are in your business dashboard, which is another report. This is your Jumpstart. How much commission you're earning, how many trunk shows you booked. I said 7. I think I ended up booking 10. And then what my goal was, my PQV, that's personal qualified volume. So how much volume I want to sell. I set these goals. How do you do that? Come up here, right here, and you click on set these goals. And see this right here? You can watch Danielle's video, or you can just hit set goals. This is what he did. He changed this right here. You can click on what inspires you. You can set your goal, and it's going to walk you through all the ways to set your goal. This is in your Jumpstart report, okay? So I'm going to tell you this right now. This is going to be your challenge for this week. I want you guys to get into your Jumpstart report and set your goals. I secretly have a report, and it shows me what all of your goals are and what you're going to actually tell me how much you want to earn, how many shows you want to book, what's your PQV that you want to earn, and what is your written goal, okay? Over here, it's going to tell you your bonuses. What are the rewards you're earning? Guys, when I sponsored new stylists in my trunk show, in my Jumpstart, let me tell you what I did. I went right here. You guys know how to take a screenshot on your computer. I hit Command Shift 4, which brings up this little bitty thing, and I highlighted all of this, and I literally would screenshot it, and I would text it to my friend and be like, check this out. I started 60 days ago. I have earned $4,000 in cash, whatever it was. I booked 7 trunk shows. I sold this much, but check this out. Not only did I earn this in cash, I made that much product credit. I showed people my paycheck. I didn't go post it on Facebook. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like public, but if I was trying to sponsor someone and bring them along, I would show them what I earned, because people are like, don't you have to buy all that? I'm like, dude, I just earned $1,500 in free Stella and Dot. Like, that's what I earned in my Jumpstart first 60 days. So I got my quick start bonus, which is $1,000 in your first 30 days. I got a product credit bonus, and I sponsored. So I got a team building bonus. So I got all of those bonuses right there in my Jumpstart. If you scroll down, this is your success plan, ordering your samples, new style success sheet. This is literally everything. What I would do is I would sit at night and I would click on these things, right? I would click on this down thing. I would read all of this. I'd be like, oh, that kind of sounds like me. That kind of doesn't sound like me. This is videos about your display, how to share the opportunity, how to earn, how to track your earnings in your reports. You guys, I spent hours on this page. And this is down below. So many of you may have looked at this and never even scrolled down to see all this information down here. I mean, Stella and Dot gives you words to say. Hey, Jessica, new arrivals are here, and I've been thinking about you. How cute would this be for your getaway next week? I mean, they tell you what to say. I would edit it a little bit to make it sound like you, but it's right there, okay? Those are warm leads, you know. Then how are you going to connect to them after you've done that? Hey, Tiffany, what'd you think about the Stella and Dot lookbook I sent you in the mail? They're telling you what to say, okay? So all of this is right here. You can also go to your rewards tracker, which is going to tell you your product credit rewards. This is your quick start bonus. It kind of breaks all this down, right? If you sponsor a stylist, all of these are going to be lit up. Mine are not lit up because I'm not in my Jumpstart, okay? So this is how to read this report. If you're a stylist, brand new stylist, you don't even need to be worried about all this other stuff right now. What you need to be worried about is your Jumpstart. After you're out of your jumpstart is when you're going to be looking at things like my business dashboard, which is this page right here, which has got all kinds of good information on it. But right now, as it's going to tell you what you're earning every month, mine's really slow right now. Okay, so this is your my business dashboard. You guys want to know how to promote? This is how you promote. See this right here? I am an associate stylist right now. Why? Because at the beginning of every month, you guys, I start over as a stylist, just like you. I am not an associate director. So I can see this right here. I click on this down arrow, career progress, and you want to know, some of you already have incredible sales, okay? And you're like, well, what could I make if I brought a friend along? So see this right here? Say I want to be a star stylist. I need to personally sell $2,000. I haven't even sold that yet this month. I sold $800, $890 left. My team needs to sell $10,000, and I need 3 qualified stylists. I need 3 girls on my team selling $500. Okay, but the first promotion is associate stylist, which is not on here yet. But let's see senior. Senior stylist is I need to sell $1,500. My team, my TQV team qualified volume needs to be 5,000, and I need 2 stylists on my leg. So you can change this, right? You understand this? I mean, look what I need to be a director. I mean, holy moly, I need a lot of stuff here. $38,000 more in team sales. Probably not going to happen. All right, my goal is always associate director, right? So I need $890 in sales. I need $8,000 in team sales, all my team, and I need a star stylist. I need Jenny to hit star stylist. After that, I'll hit associate director. Does it make sense? So it's a really easy drop-down menu as you start to promote, but this is under your business dashboard, not under your jumpstart, okay? So your business dashboard is what's happening just that month in those 60 days, in those 30 days, sorry, those 30 days. Your jumpstart is your 60 days. Got it? Okay, jot down questions if you have them. All right, so I want you guys to make sure you have your goals set. That's going to be your challenge for this week, is to make sure your goals are set. Okay, next thing I want to talk to you guys about is Stellaverse. Have you guys heard of Stellaverse? Do you know what Stellaverse is? This is always should be your first go-to search before reaching out to your upline. Not because your upline doesn't want to help you. Let me say that very clearly. If you text me or email me with a question, I am going to answer you, even if you can go and find it in Stellaverse. But let me tell you why you want to find it. Because it's going to help you understand the business more. So you go to Stellaverse Home. Why is it called Stellaverse? It's like Stella and Dot University. Think of it that way. It is your one-stop shop for all things Stella and Dot. So you go to Stellaverse. My favorite feature on Stellaverse is the search menu, the search button. It's where I go all the time. So I just go right here and say I want to know what's happening with the breast cancer awareness, because I have no idea what's happening. So I'm going to go right here. Now it's not going to work. And I'm going to shop breast cancer. Okay, breast cancer awareness FAQs. I'm going to click on it right there. It's going to give me all the FAQs about everything. What else is in Stellaverse? All of your marketing images right here. Current trunk show exclusive offers, current JPEGs, videos. If you're like, hey, where's that video that I want to send to a girl that I'm trying to sponsor? Oh, let me click on videos. It's probably there. It's like our story. What is it like to be a Stella and Dot stylist? There's a husband video. If you have a girl you're trying to sponsor and her husband is not on board, there's a video for that you can send her. Hey, watch this cute little video. Right? Here's all the videos right here. And you can view it on Vimeo, copy and paste it. Here's the husband's video, 2016. Thanks to our supportive husbands. It's the cutest little video. Super great for when you're trying to sponsor. Okay, here's all the PDFs, the lookbooks, all the logos that you're going to need. Okay, you want to send somebody the new Covet brochure. Look, here it is. Here's your Trunk So exclusive. There's your Shop for a Cause. Here's all, I mean, so much information. Here's it, picture on how the glasses work. This is awesome. It's going to tell your hostess how much they're going to earn at a trunk show. I would save that to your camera roll. Okay. It tells them how easy it is. All the hostess has to do is do a pre-trunk show email. That's it. All right. So all this, this is all the social media information. Okay. So it's all there under Stellaverse. This is a great, great place. If you have a question about your commission structure, how am I going to get paid? How do I promote? I would say look up in Stellaverse first. How do you do that? I'm going to go over here. You're going to click on search. You're going to click on, I do this all the time actually because they've changed it. Covet commissions. What am I going to make on Covet? How soon after sales does my commissions show up? The pay report does not show my commissions. Here you go. Here's all your information. Okay. Here's the pay dates. Hey, it's going to tell you what day you're going to get paid. All right. So that's where you can find like all that information. Okay. So the search option is kind of my like go-to on Stellaverse. Okay. Does that help? All right. Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. Okay. Where's y'all go? Okay. That was like a major, major crash course. I'm at 8:33. So I'm 3 minutes past what I was wanting to kind of show you guys. But this was obviously just our first call. So this was just kind of meant to be like an overview. Talk about your why. I'll tell you what the next 3 calls are going to be. The next one's going to be about booking. The next one is going to be about selling. And the third one's going to be about sponsoring. Okay, so we're going to talk about booking, selling, sponsoring. But tonight, I really wanted you guys to really understand your jumpstart, understand how to track your jumpstart, where to go in Stellaverse, and really start thinking about why you want to do this, because that's going to make a difference when you're sticking around. So who has questions? You can unmute yourself if you have any questions. No one? No one.
I do.
Okay, Liz.
I would like to attend a trunk show with somebody, like a shadow.
I have one Saturday. You're more than welcome to come.
Okay, I'm going to Ray LaMontagne. It's
Ooh,
a
what's
concert. It's a concert in the Woodlands.
I'm
Friday.
like not even cool enough.
Can I let you know on Saturday how I feel?
Sure. It's not till 3. It's not till 3 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well then, yeah.
3 to 5, and it's out in Weston Lakes.
Where's that?
Out in Fulshire.
Oh, okay.
By Deckers. Do you ever go to Deckers?
No, I'm a Galleria girl.
Oh, okay. It's out here out west.
Okay.
I know that. Do what?
Out by me.
Yeah, it's out by Michelle.
Okay.
I know that I'm pretty confident that any of the leaders on our team, I know that Kristen Cook, Jenny Eisebinger, any of these girls would be more than willing to let you shadow one of their trunk shows. The one I'm going to have on Saturday is going to be a pretty good trunk show. So I think she has 7 or 8 girls. I think she has 8 RSVPs and 2 maybes, so possibly 10 people there. It'll be a pretty good trunk show, and it's in the afternoon. And I have to leave at like 5. So
all right, I would love to do that because it would be a good way for you and I to connect.
Absolutely.
Missed that opportunity before.
Yeah.
So go ahead and pencil me in.
Okay.
And I'll drink lots of water and.
Yeah, you'll have till 3 o'clock. You'll be fine.
Okay. All right, good.
You'll be fine. Any other questions? Okay, well, if you think of some in the meantime, I hope that you guys have found our team page to be helpful. It's so great. I love our community. So post questions on there, and I hope this has been helpful for you guys to kind of see some stuff. Jenny's going to help lead some of these too, because she is kind of a badass at Stella and Dot, because she promoted in like her jumpstart to star. So she's going to help lead some of these too. And next week, we're going to focus on booking and how to really, really book in your jumpstart. Okay? Bye, you guys. Good night.